want you here, don't send me your tuna. I don't mind that Uber driver, I go fit by that Uber. Oh my God, party me money, out. Let me your baby, and I go make you my lady all night long. Party me money, out. Make me your baby, and I go make you my lady all night long. Party me money, out. Yeah, 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 yeah. Party me money, out. Yeah, 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 yeah. Party me money, out. But if I care for your mommy, your problem no be money. See how the girls do they want my attention. Fake booty girl no they near me. Don't get rich, I got that cheddar. So you know they fear me. Me my body. Hello Monica, can you come over? Make you chop love and tuna. I want you here, don't send me your tuna. I don't mind that Uber driver, I go fit by that Uber. Oh my God, party me money, out. Let me your baby, and I go make you my lady all night long. Party me money, out. Make me your baby, and I go make you my lady all night long. Party me money, out. Yeah, 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 yeah. Party me money, out. Yeah, 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 yeah. Party me money, out.
Rockstar made it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
My man. Charlie, some 14 minutes to hit. It's a beautiful Friday, at the 27th of October, the very last day, last Friday in the month of October. We won't see this day again. I pray that as you go about your endeavors, the day goes well with you. You're filled with blessings and successes. But it's not time for us to come your way with our conversation for today. And it has to do with something that Kidi said. All right. Now, Kidi says being born in Ghana, and by extension, let me say Africa, means you have to work 50 times harder than to make it in this continent, this part of the world, than others who find themselves in the Americas and the Europes and the Asians and stuff like that. Now, he says, if you're born in this part of the world, your dream will delay for about 10 years compared to those born elsewhere. So as you're listening to me right now, if you are a Ghanaian, Kidi is saying to you that, listen, your dreams are delayed by 10 years. Do you agree with him or you don't agree with him? Now, I would like for you to take a listen to what he said when he granted an interview where he mentioned that, listen, if you are born in Ghana, if you're born in Africa, your dreams have been delayed by some 10 years. That's a big number of years, man. Take a listen to him.
The industry is telling you that, hey, to blow in Ghana, they have to do this song. You have to do it like this. It's not even one person saying it, but it's just a system we find ourselves in,
So when you started, what were you hearing? To blow in Ghana, you have to do what kind of song?
When I came, like those that knew me from, I used to be like an R&B
Yeah,
head.
I remember that from
Charlie,
Hitmaker.
me and my guitar and things.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
with your half-open shirt and you still
I'm still doing it. Yeah, but so I realized that doing that was going to make my dream last longer. Already where I'm born, my dream is already delayed 10 years,
Just by being in Ghana?
Just by being like where I'm born.
In Africa?
Yeah, wherever I'm born.
You think you would have been bigger if you were born somewhere else, maybe in the Western world?
That's not what I'm saying. It's not even about just me entertainment. Like, as a kid, if you're born in this part of the world, your dream, your goals are delayed 10 years. No, you have to, whatever somebody's doing 5 times, you have to do it times 50. You have to, your effort has to be double. You have to strive. Like, you have to have a monster mentality.
Yeah.
Because you're unfortunate from the start. You've lost the race before you began.
You've lost the race before it began. Those are the words of Kidi. Do you agree with him or you disagree with him? Now, our WhatsApp number, as you are very much aware of, is 055 All right, that's our WhatsApp number. It's 055 Tell us whether you agree with Kiddy or not, and tell us why. If you agree with him, why? If you don't agree with him, why? Let's hear from you now. Again, as we speak, we are live on Facebook on LUV 99.5 FM. Now, Leo Stanley is going to give you his own viewpoints as to whether he agrees with Kiddy or not. Eugene would be doing the same. But I don't know. Can I share my views on it? Yeah, I think let me say a few things. To a large extent, I would agree with Kiddy, and I'll take it from the point of even when you are conceived in the womb of your mom, and you are supposed to be birthed. Elsewhere, when your mother is pregnant and she's attending antenatal, and the D-Day comes and you're going to be born, you can trust that the facilities you'll be born in are of great standards. I mean, great standards, great physicians, and everything is fine. I mean, with you here in Africa, here in Ghana, we know of situations where people are wheeled in wheelbarrows. Pregnant women are wheeled in wheelbarrows. They are crossing rivers, sometimes even in a makeshift what I call palanquins. They get to health facilities where a lot of things are lacking in there. So from the onset, even when you're in the womb of your mother and you're about to be born, you can say that it's not easy for you. And then, if fortunately for you, you're born without any defects, all right, and then you get to hit age 2 or 3, and you have to start school, you and I will agree that in this country again, and of course on this continent, there are so many places where the structures are wrong. We don't have the right infrastructure. We don't have the right logistics. We have complained years and years where we have kids who are of school-going age. They go to school. They have to lie on the bare ground and write. That because there's no desks for them, there's no chairs for them. The blackboard now you don't even see the black very well, and yet they have to contend with all this as they study. Yes, there are occasions where people in the city are fortunate enough to have either the whiteboards or a proper blackboard. But again, even in the cities, we can say that to you on authority that during our trips when we're going to distribute sanitary pads, we can tell that listen, although we are in the city, there are some schools that are very, very, very deprived. Again, we're doing chaskele with our school, with our education. One time somebody will come and say we're doing 4 years. Another will come and say, oh, we're doing 3 years. Even as we speak currently, we're changing the system we have right now to the former system in terms of the terms. So we have done 4 terms this year already. All right, and the parents are complaining, because they have to pay fees at every time the school reopens. So that in itself is a challenge. Education itself is a challenge. People are not getting the right tools to be used to be educated. And again, if you're done with education, there are so many people who have completed school. They're looking for jobs. The jobs are non-existent. America will tell you that it's a land of opportunities. The opportunities are there. Here in Ghana, well, they
were begging people to come to work.
Yes, come and work. Not only the USA, it's even the UK.
They will even pay you to come and work. If you come, we will give you an allowance.
But here you have completed the university. You've been home for like 3 years or 5 years. You don't know when you're going to be lucky enough to have a job. And as we speak, we're being told to be entrepreneurial. So start your own business. Question is the environment itself friendly for you to even to start a business? We have spoken to people who resigned from their banking jobs, went into entrepreneurial.
You forgot one thing. On top of that, they will tell you that the courses we are learning in school does not the job market.
I mean, I was going to come there actually, but again, I mean, so people leave their existing jobs, want to start businesses, like the gentleman who entered into poultry. You remember the last time we spoke to him again? I mean, the poultry business has collapsed. Why? Because it is tough for businesses to thrive in this kind of economy, in this kind of country. So even when you're lucky and then you have a job, elsewhere when you have a job, I mean, you can use your salary and your documents to get a car. I don't know if every month the deductions is made. You have a car, all right? You have an apartment. You can buy any electric gadgets you want. Here, even when you're working, you look at how much the car is going for, the deduction that will hit your salary, you will not go for it, And even when it's available for you to go for, nobody trusts anybody. And so the system here is really tough. I would love to go on and on and on and on, but time is really running fast. So yes, I'll agree with Kiddy that comparatively, when you are born in Ghana, when you're born in this part of the world, it is not easy. But I'd like to hear from our listeners as well. Like I said a while ago, our WhatsApp number is 055-1111-995. That's our WhatsApp number, 055-1111-995. And we're saying that, is it true that your dreams, have been delayed 10 years if you're born in Ghana? Eugene? Is it 10 years for you?
David, it's more than 10 years. Even in Ghana, when you are born at Sechere and you are born in Cantonment, the destinies are not the same. Lumba has this song where he was talking about the mother. I will explain in English. Ofufufufufu enkuyi. I think I need to get the song maybe to get you the lyrics. So David, I see a woo to a CSUA. Right? David, in Ghana, the issue is that about 90% of us, we are born into pits and we need to struggle to find our way. It's because we've not created systems that will enable young people. And Kiddie at most will not even be 30, 35. Leo, you are closer to them. Kiddie will not be 30, 35. Most young people are struggling. And you know that many religious people in Ghana go abroad, then they become less religious because they notice that most of the things we pray, go for watch night and all these things,
the prayer points have been solved.
It's systems. Now, David, I will speak for the young people. The reason I agree with Kidi is because, David, let's take a normal Ghanaian. You complete the university 24, 25, right? You take about 2-3 years to find a permanent job. Now, David, I can also tell you authoritatively, most young men are not married because of these things. Most young men start their families late, 50, not about 4 years. But yes, some, there are issues. But there are some, they will tell you that if circumstances had been different, I would have done things earlier. David, in this country, when you start building in your 20s, as our contemporaries in Asia, in America, and David, though we are not there currently, we have friends there. We've experienced those cultures to a point, right? In Ghana, it is mostly abnormal or seen as strange when someone builds in 2030s, right? But our contemporaries elsewhere in Europe and Asia are doing these things. In America, are doing these things. They are, how many Ghanaian youth are even CEOs? By the time you get to such positions, you are in your 50s. Because, David, you complete school, you finish national service. By the time you are getting a job, you are almost in your 30s. David, by the time you get the 30, 40,000 to do a proper wedding and all that, 35. Before you realize your child, by the time you go to pension, your child has class 2 or so. How will you pay for that? So it's a cyclical. If you are not careful, that child will also not achieve anything proper for themselves. Now, David, when you are even done with school, elsewhere, there are housing facilities that is heavily subsidized by government. But here, the government is sitting on the fence and have allowed private people to take over. And in Kumasi, the now is when to Accra is 2 years. The 2 years, David, one bedroom, one bedroom or single room self-contained. Because Charlie, young man, you need to be comfortable and everything. You pay not less than 6,000, 7,000 Ghana cedis for the 2 years. That is even the landlord being a bit magnanimous to you. Now, the next thing that comes in is look at the bills you pay as a young person. The basic things our contemporaries get: passport, birth certificate. Now, Ghana, if you want a passport, we all know we can pretend that is just the Kotua 100 cedi. No, so you pay about 2,000 cedis for a birth certificate and a biometric birth certificate and a passport. Why? By elsewhere, it will be posted to your mail. We don't even have an effective road addressing system. Now, David, I was telling you about Drake's son. He has a song. Mama,
it's a
mama.
freestyle, actually.
It's a freestyle. Mama.
It's my man.
My man. Almost 3 million views in 10 days. My man. David, say yeah, my man.
It's basically a baby just talking gibberish.
David, 4 years old, he has just about 3 million views. Our biggest artists, what are their views? So David,
so what's your own story? What's your own story out there? Do you agree with Kidi when he says if you're born in Ghana, you're born in Africa, Your dreams have been delayed
30 years.
by some 10 years. He says 10 years. Usually he's saying 30 years. He says, Charlie, before the race begin, Charlie, and like I was telling you yesterday, if you take the American passport, and look in there, so the world is in your hands. The world is in your hands. So you pick up that passport, there's pride in you.
What's written on Ghana? So someone should check for us.
Meanwhile, I hear so cool because Betway's cash out just got way better. Now, their enhanced early, partial, and auto cash out feature lets you cash your bets out early. So cash out a portion of your ongoing bets or even set your bets to cash out automatically. All this to give you way more control over every thrilling bet you place. Sign up today at betway.com.gh. Don't forget that terms and conditions apply. It is regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. It's not for persons under the age of 18. Betway, get way more. And talking about bets, have you heard the story that Steve Zando was sharing about bets?
No.
A friend of his got some money, did some betting, and unfortunately, they're telling about 50 something Ghana cedis as tax. We're just out here. Meanwhile, take the shoemaker down the street of for instance, you've seen that shoemaker. Yeah, okay. He doubles as a shop attendant at the corner store during the day, and then also plays football with the guys on the park in the evenings. And just like him, we all are more than one thing. And that's why ABSA provides banking solutions for the many sides of you. Whatever your need for the different sides of you, ABSA has the products and services that can help you get it all done. Join ABSA to get every kind of banking solutions for every kind of you. Visit the nearest ABSA branch or absa.com.gh for more information. There are some banks when you go in there, that small girl, that teller in that corner, she's on the phone. And then when you present your check and she's supposed to attend, there's a left finger, index finger, and then the left. Hold on, I'm on the phone lines. When you go to ABSA, Charlie, it's not like that. They understand your needs. They attend to it for you with all the speed that they can. Again, if you're a car owner, there's only one sound you fall in love with every time you turn on the ignition. I can say confidently that it is the sound of a healthy engine. When you turn on the engine and the sound is healthy, you are good. That's why Shell Fuels with Dynaflex technology is designed to keep your car engine clean and protected for efficient running and a healthy engine that sounds music to your ears. Now, from the timeless classics to the sleek new models and from the heavy-duty trucks to the nimble compacts, one thing's for sure, every car loves Shell. Why? Well, because whether you are cruising on the open road or battling with the busy city streets, Shell Fuels will keep your engine running smoothly. So visit your favorite Shell station today and get Shell Fuels because every car loves Shell Fuels for better journeys. Again, anytime you ask why Shell Fuels, please don't forget, the answer should be because every car loves Shell. Now, Societe Generale Ghana, your secure and trusted partner, is celebrating 20 years in Ghana. Now, this significant milestone wouldn't have been possible without you. Yes, you, their loyal customer. So this anniversary is dedicated to you. It has been a journey of triumphs, successes, and innovative financial solutions crafted to give you, your family, and business the best customers, the best outcomes always. Their partnership with you has seen you and your families grow, your businesses and your institutions succeed, and many dreams of yours come true. So today, as they celebrate the 20 years, they're celebrating it with you. Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you. Now, you've had kiddies, thoughts on being born in Ghana, being born in Africa, where it says that if you're born in this part of the world, your dreams have already delayed by 10 years. And actually, you have already, you lost before you're even starting the race. What do you make of the thoughts that Kiddy shared? Give us a call on 03220-83596, 03220-83597, 03220-83598. Do you agree with Kiddy or you don't agree with Kiddy, and why? Well, we've all shared our views already, haven't we? But let's hear from you. Our WhatsApp number is 055-11-11995. That's our WhatsApp number, 055-11-11995. There are occasions where you can say that, well, you tried the phone lines, you couldn't get through. Use the WhatsApp line, record it, and send it in. Christoph, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my big brother, the legend, David Akwete. I hope you are fine.
I am well, Christoph.
Good. David, normally add the adult education. Christoph, adult education. It's them 24 brofo. I can canning at show. The whole Ghana. David Akwete. David, what Kiddy said is perfectly right. David, how much are we owing now as a nation Ghana? Okay, then divide that by the population of Ghana. David, a lot. Then after that, come back to your family. Let's say I'm a Gan or I'm Gadangbe. Then you come back to your tribe, your family, and all that. David, a lot. If you are born in Ghana, David, everything is weighing you down. Everything is against you, especially when we have bad governance, no social intervention, and all that. So I think that you will have to then strive, put things together, work hard, push, before you can be able to at least make carve a need for yourself. But I think that going forward, we have to change the narrative. Bad governance has taken us to where we are now. David, a country where when we go to doesn't mean Qatar, the things that they have, the young men, they are living in luxury. They are swimming in luxury. But Africa, especially Ghana, because of bad governance, because of bad leadership, that's where we are. So I think that, but with all these things weighing us down, fighting you against you, if you work hard, David, and you plan, David, you can come out for the doldrums of this mess.
Well, thank you very much, Christophe, for sharing your thoughts with us. Do you agree or disagree with Kidi when he says, when you're born in Ghana or in Africa, your dreams have already delayed by 10 years? Isaac, good morning and welcome, sir.
Good morning, David.
Yes, Isaac, let's hear you, boss.
David, I don't even know what to say. Eugene was just narrating my story. I'm telling you, David, what Kidi says is the true reflection of we, the youth in Ghana. Look, David, we who were born in unfortunate homes, you live in a compound house with your siblings, being the firstborn of the family. The kind of work your family, your parents, that is not even nothing to write home about. So you see, the burden now becomes you, the one, the elderly, to make sure that you also take care of your younger ones. This is not easy. You see, I'm 37 as I'm speaking. I'm not married. These are the issues. Okay? And by the time you get yourself to get to a point where you think you are okay. David, I'm working, all right, but what kind of meaningful life will I give to the young one, my wife and my children? Because it's just from hand to mouth. You are taking care of your siblings as well as your parents and then you yourself. So at the end of the month, how much will you even have?
That's a good question. Yeah. At the end of the month, how much are you going to have? Thanks very much for calling us. Isaac there. Kofi Bedu is on. Hi, Kofi. Good morning. Did we lose Kofi Bedu on the line? I think we lost Kofi Bedu. Kofi, sorry about that. Call us back. Let's talk to you. Sahini, good morning. Are you on?
Good morning, David.
Yes, Sahini. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. David, what Kidi said is absolutely very, very, very true. Do you know what? I have a friend who went to do his master's in the UK in 2019. His professor who was lecturing him was 29 years of age. So imagine if he had been in Ghana, or if you are a youth in Ghana, do you think by 29 years in this system you can get your PhD here in Ghana? I doubt. Let's take Freezy McBones, for example. When did he realize he was a boxer? When he moved to UK, that he realized that his talent was in boxing. By then, he was around 25, 26. So if he had been in Ghana, he wouldn't have realized any of his dreams. And most our friends who went to UK or in any of the developed countries to study, you will see that by 2 years' time, 3 years' time, they have acquired a lot of knowledge and even wealth, to the extent that you being here, maybe you will be even older or having a lot of degrees or certificates more than him. But still, with his short stay at the developed countries, he's way behind you. One thing and one sad thing is the youth who are all at the end of the receiving all this bad leadership and those stuff. When you go to political rallies, about 80% of the populace there are the youth, because of 20 cedis and a T-shirt that will be given to them. Instead of we united and seeking a proper system to work for all of us equally, we will just take the 20 CDs and then the T-shirt to sell our destiny. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Sahini, for your call. You can also join us on 03-220-83596, 03-220-83597, and 03-220-83598. Kofi Bedu, call us back. We lost you on the line. I want to hear from you. Kidi says, if you're born in this part of the world, that's Ghana or Africa, your dreams have already been delayed by 10 years. Erasmus, do you agree or disagree? Good morning.
Good morning, David. David, what the guy said is perfectly true. Look at a country where you complete school and you have to wait for 10 years before you get a job. Moreover, your counterparts in other parts of the world, immediately when they are even in school, they are working. You come to our part of the world where leadership has become a big problem, the biggest challenge we have as youth. Leadership only think about themselves. We're not thinking about the people. So definitely, when you are born here, you have more than even 10 years. The guy did not even put it right. You have more than 10 years to move on. Thank you.
Hello, Erasmus. Well, I think we're done with Erasmus there. Slash, good morning.
Hey, David.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm well.
David, Ghana, they are doing Takashini experience at him. David, what Kidi said was even small. You to Ghana, you are 20 years back. By the time you go to school, I mean, you go to school, you pass of butterfly. Those in the developed countries, kids there were being taught how to assemble cars and those things. David, how do we catch up with them? So by the time you go through school, start working, and how much are you being paid? Hand to mouth, David. At the end of the month, by the time you take your salary, pay this, pay that, take care of the family, everything, you don't even have 2 cities in your hands. So David, how do you survive in this country? How do you realize your dreams? David, I don't have a wonderful day.
I hear you, MFC. Kwame, good morning.
Good morning, David.
Yes, Kwame, welcome, boss. Let's hear you, sir.
Good morning, David. I've been following you from the one at Lab FM. I've seen a significant change in the way you are running the show. Of late, to be very honest, I'm having difficulties listening because your program is gradually becoming like a church where we believe the devil is there. Because of the devil, we can't do anything. David, we have bad leaders, but I strongly believe we can focus on certain positive things in society and make progress. I want us to spend a lot more time focusing on what we can do as individuals, even though we have bad leaders, and I'm sure with that we can make some progress.
Thank you, Kwame. So Kwame, once you have the airspace, why don't you talk about some of those things?
Come again, David.
I'm saying, why don't you talk about them? We're listening to you, the positives, the good things. That's
David,
around.
Yesterday I called, and I made mention of something that you and Erasmus started some time ago. Right? You go to areas, you identify problems, and you invite listeners to talk about what they see as solutions. These days, we don't do that. Imagine you open a phone line and you are inviting people to talk about the potholes in their areas and not talking about what they see as solutions, what they can do
Kwame,
on their own to fix those potholes.
We identify the problems, talk about it, and then look for solutions. And it's exactly what we're doing right now. But I appreciate the call, sir. Grateful to you as always. Thanks very much, Kwame. Have we moved on? Okay, fine. Let's speak to George now. Hi, George. Good morning.
Good morning, David. How are you?
I'm good, George. Let's hear you, sir.
David, PD is right. Because of bad leadership, our children have no future. You see, it is like the leaders are pulling back the youth. Our youth to complete university, no work for them. Teacher training, they will be seated at home. Our children who are nurses are all home. They are not posted. David, there is this guy who wants to become a soldier. He's thick, tall, strong, and he's qualified. Then he have tried for 3 years with no chance. Now he's doing security work in 2 different companies. He go here in the morning, then he go here in the evening. Young guy, have no money to rent. So David, bad leadership. Our leaders, they don't think about the youth. They are not building any future for the youth in this country. So Kidi is absolutely right. Thank you, David.
Well, thank you very much, George. Our final caller is in Mansuru. Good morning, Mansuru.
Good morning, Mr. Dave. Mr. Dave, just call this Ruben and Dela and ask them how life is in UK. They will tell you life there and here is far different. You just call them. And I know you know. Mr. Dave, it's not easy. With these bad leaders, we have a long way to go. Not us, but our kids. Our kids. Mr. Dave, it's not easy. It's not easy.
He also says, well, he agrees with what Kidi is saying. So let's keep working hard. We'll make it, won't we? Let's go on to our WhatsApp console. Take a listen to what people are saying there.
Good morning, David. This is Kwajo, and thanks for the opportunity. I perfectly, strongly agree with Kidi. Kidi is saying this based on what he has observed in Ghana and what he has observed in, people or life in America and in Europe. But what he's saying, there is more to it. There is spiritual aspect, a strong spiritual back into it, because anything that happens in the physical always takes place in the spiritual. So it tells you that there are forces, evil forces, fighting against the lives of people right here. I know some people may disagree with me, but it is true. Human beings, we are made up of spirit, soul, and body. So all these three work together.
Hi, Mervyn. Good evening. Or good afternoon, sir. My take on your question is that.
Dave, good morning. I guess everything is fine. It's not all that true, but what Kidi is saying. We've seen so many people who were born here, but they made a history. Even if you don't have anybody, we have Buzia, we have Kwame Nkrumah. Let's come to our contemporary world, the current one. We had a man called Kofi Annan, who was raised at Fantini Town, Bompata and Fantini Town, and he became United Nations boss. Though our system looks very weird when we were born, but if you make any effort, you can get there. We have a...
Well, he says when you're making the right effort, you get there. But there are occasions where you're making the right efforts, but the environment doesn't help you. Yes, in that same state, when you go to America, there are people who have not gone to school. There are people who are hustling, do not have homes. They live on the streets and all that. So, yes, but we're looking at the bigger picture. We're looking at the huge numbers involved. The percentage is what we're taking the focus on this morning, based on what Kidi said. I think we can share with you one more voice note, and then we can call it a day.
Good morning, David and your team. I trust you are doing well. I perfectly agree with what Kidi said. I mean, even the years he has reduced it. 10 years, I think it should be like 20 years. I've had a personal experience when I was in Legon. There was a particular program we did. It was full of whites, and the blacks were just only 10. And when it was getting to exams time, we, the 10 people who were seriously learning, the way we were learning was so bad. So the whites were wondering why we were learning too much like that, reading, trying to memorize everything. And when I asked them why they were loitering about, even 1 hour at a time, some were just playing, doing other things. Then the lady told me that, look, in America, we don't learn so hard like that. We believe in practicality. and you just need to go to class. When you go to class and attend full classes, there's no way you can fail. We are not meant to memorize things like how you people learn in Ghana here. I mean, just that alone is something. And the same lecturer who was going to mark our papers told us point blank that we shouldn't look at the whites because their marking schemes are different.
Their marking schemes are different.
David, a bit on the education system. You notice that if you, and it's something that we don't do. I know people who've sworn never to do any postgraduate studies in any university in Ghana. You paid fees by a supervisor just to even pick your call, reply your test. David, go through what you've sent. I know people who did MPhils for 5 years. 5 years MPhil, at most 2-3 years. 5 years because the supervisor will not even pick your call. They will not review your work. David, one day open and ask people, they've sworn never to have anything to do with Ghanaian universities. And maybe they will just frustrate you.
The frustration.
Sometimes it's as if when you get the certificate, their salary will reduce. You've been paid to do the job. Sometimes some of us or some people even go the extra mile to incentivize you because yes, it's a tough system.
Eugene, let me share my 2 piece about what Kidi said. I agree with him 1001%. Why? In my days in the small scale mining industry, it took me to a lot of places. In Tokrobebre or Honoma, I have been there and seen what is going on. Villages in Bonzai, villages in Mentukwa, and the Manso Enclave, all these places. And anytime I see somebody coming from that place make it in life, I think those people are the ones who should be winning Nobel Peace Prizes in the world. Because Eugene, Edney, the environment that they live in, the kind of education that they are getting, if you can even classify that as education, is one thing. You go to some of forget even about the structure. The actual board also. The everything is wrong. They are not exposed to nothing. The things that we in the city, at least it will motivate you to do something with your life. It's not there, it's non-existent. How do you expect this? And I always ask myself, let's compare ourselves to some of the rich countries and some of the things they did that culminated to what they have reached today. The Manhattan Project, it took about 130,000 scientists to put together their heads to create the first atomic thing. That was led by Oppenheimer. And I'm asking myself, so if we have a project like that in Ghana right now, or something similar, yes, you pay 130,000 scientists, or but your Hanum say everybody has been to school. How do we even? So, uko school no wow. One go school so wow.
So balance.
School, and sometimes I wonder. Some of us we are lucky. We are very, very lucky in terms of maybe where our parents.
Talking about 2018 when I completed my yearly fellowship, we were supposed to do a giving back of the society kind of thing. That's where I phrased the term charity. I hate it when people say charity. I just believe that as Christians and as people believe faith people, we should just share. Now, David, we went to the voter. That was my first time. Then we went to Keta. And I've heard Keta. David, do you know that when we went to Keta Government Hospital, we actually bought shoes, came together, sponsored and all that. We are going to register 110 cases on the NHI. This is 2018, just about 5 years ago. Now, David, we get to Keta, we saw a lady giving birth and everything. And the slippers we gave, it was this, how do you call it? It's like my sneaker, but like the Kiss version of it. And that was the first time that 3-year-old boy, I'll never forget the picture still on my phone. That was the first time that 3-year-old was wearing a shoe.
All right, who's
in Keta? No, you see, Keta is like in Ashanti region. I would say maybe Mampong.
Yeah, like a town which is very known.
Like Gabing.
Even in Keta.
Yes.
Yes. So if you go into the deeper areas,
exactly. So if you go to Ajaja Mepe, like those places, Charlie, shoe is a luxury. And that's why I always say that we need to measure human index in this country. David, GDP, the quality of life. You see what Leo is talking about education. David, do you know one certain? I'm one of the people who believe that we shouldn't have a general examination kind of a sort. It is unfair for any child in such a farm place to write the same exam as someone coming from
grade school and all these schools. It's not fair.
David,
if you go there, the opportunities are not equal at all.
Charlie, their schoolrooms are like Galamsey sites. The classrooms. Now, David, what is even more annoying is that these teachers who are posted there, who are supposed, when COVID hit, and we said that, the nurses who put their lives on the front line for us, they should get allowances. David, did you hear their testimonies? Who enjoyed that documentary? Accountant were the one getting the money. Accountant administrators. Why do we do this? These teachers are supposed to be the one incentivized to go through the nook and crannies and the hinterlands of this community and educate people. The teacher who went viral and was picked by, I think, UN or so. Look at what you were teaching that. Or the boy, na mouse.
I am
David.
Listen, Fido's highest loan is now
20 years in the cry.
Starting small is the key to big things. Begin with a loan of 200 Ghana cedis and pay on time, and you could see your loan limit go to 4,000 Ghana cedis. Well, tell Paddy, get money, spread the word. When you refer friends to Fido and they take a loan, you'll earn 15 Ghana cedis. That's not all. If your Paddy gets to pay the loan, he or she gets 10 Ghana cedis. It's a winning combo. Getting the Fido app is as easy as just dialing *998*9# to apply Fido on the App Store or the Play Store. Apply today and shine your eyes. But remember to watch out for tricksters pretending to be Fido. Your Fido will never ask you to pay money before getting a Fido loan. So have that at the back of your mind. We will say goodbye to juggling multiple insurance providers. CBG's Bank Assurance Services is your ultimate insurance solution in ensuring that your child's future is secure and your loved ones receive a dignified burial when the time comes. Safeguard your properties, travel the world with ease, and enjoy unparalleled financial security with CBG's Bank Insurance Services. Now, with their comprehensive motor, travel, and home insurance plans, you'll get the best cover and a secured future all in one place. Don't wait any longer. Visit any of their branches. That's about 114 branches nationwide, and sign on today. For further inquiries, you can reach them on 0302 216 000, or you can visit their social media handles, and we're talking about Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and send them a mail to talk to us at cbg.com.gh. Terms and conditions apply. CBG, we stand with you. Now, imagine getting rewarded for, doing something you already do every single day. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, that's exactly what Momo Seasoning is all about. There's something for everyone. Download the Momo app on Play Store or App Store and use Momo Pay for your day-to-day transactions to a merchant, either through the QR code or the merchant ID, and stand a chance of winning 1,000 Ghana cedis weekly, plus other amazing prizes. Now, their merchants are also not left out of the reward because they can receive payments and win. Keep using your Momo Pay on the Momo app and get rewarded. There are lots and lots of exciting prizes for everyone. So what are you doing today? Well, transact more with Momo Pay, earn more points, and win big this Momo season. You can visit momomerchantapplication.mtn.com.gh for your Momo for business account today. It's Momo season, so just Momo it with Momo Pay. Terms and conditions apply. Now, before we bring to you some more messages, the Department of Construction, Technology and Management under the Faculty of Built Environment, that is the College of Art and Built Environment, KNUST, has opened applications for MSc, MPhil and PhD programs for the 2023-2024 academic year. Programs under the Master's Program include MSc Construction Management, MSc Project Management, MSc Procurement Management. For the Master of Philosophy programs, they have MPhil Construction Management, MPhil Building Technology, MPhil Project Management, MPhil Procurement Management. For the Doctor of Philosophy programs, they have PhD Construction Management, PhD Building Technology, PhD Procurement Management, and PhD Project Management. All interested and qualified candidates should, first of all, purchase an e-voucher containing an application number and PIN for 280 Ghana cedis at the following banks: GCB, EcoBank Consolidated Bank Ghana, or you can also dial star 447 star 160 hash. That is star 447 star 160 hash on any network and follow the prompts. 2. Proceed to the online admission website at admissions.knust.edu.gh to begin the application process. 3. Once the process has been completed, candidates must print out 2 copies of the completed application form and submit them to the Deputy Registrar Academic Affairs KNUST together with all relevant documents, that is photocopies of certificates and transcripts. Now the deadline for the submission of application forms is the 31st of December 2023. For any additional inquiries, you can call 03220-92500 or you can call 0244-195664. I'll take that one again, 0244-195664. You can also send a mail to postcard.ctm@knust.edu.gh. Well, it's getting to 8:30. Meanwhile, Anointed Electrical Engineering Services Limited is into sales of ultra-silent generators from 5 kVA to 2,500 kVA, and they also undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel engine generators. They also stock genuine spare parts of all kinds for various generators and also do generator rentals. You can find them at TAT off the Mayanka Road here in Kumasi at Asukwa. In Accra, their head office is at number 77 Anointed House of the Odoko Malam Road. Call them on 0243-480-034. That is 0243-480-334. Or call them also on 0544-340-589. What is your preferred color of tank? Well, Syntex has it. What guarantee are you looking for? Syntex has it. What kind of inner layer do you want? Double, quadruple? Well, as many inner layers as you're looking for, Syntex has that one too. So remember, no matter your water needs, Syntex has you covered. Syntex tank, and you're strong and you're tough. Now they have over 300 agents nationwide, and to order a tank, you can just call 0244-335-168. Visit Syntex on social media at Syntex Ghana or shop online on www.syntexgh.com. Syntex tank, and you're strong and you're tough. Well, now to my favorite drink of all time. And I want you to wake up to a new taste of Big O Cola. Now, nothing comes close to Big O Cola, a drink of joy, both cold and sweet. Big O Drink is a range of soft drinks developed, bottled, and distributed in Ghana by Trillium Industrial Ghana. Big O Cola drink offers a great taste and superior value to consumers. For your parties, weddings, funerals, and all occasions, reach out for Big O drinks. And for the school children, I bet you that is a drink of choice. So anytime you want a drink to quench your thirst, well, reach out for Big O Cola and feel the taste of nature. For bulk purchases, you can call 03221-90877. It is 03221-90877. It's a quality product from Trillium Industries. All right, so we'll bring to you some messages. And then when we have the green light, we'll cross over to Joy 99.7. This is Love in the Morning, or has been Love in the Morning, here on Love 99.5.
Uyam ayekro anase emu kekao uhia amuzuke uyam tutu anase emu samfono uhia amuzuke wayase ya oya anase uwa fichikro mu haw uhia amuzuke heba mixture ebi wo heba shop bia mu frɛ 0247 776743.
The Ghana Universities Debates Championship was brought to you by
Jackson Institute of Innovation and Leadership, JIIL, is offering prestigious courses leading to the award of the IIE Bachelor of Business Administration and the IIE Bachelor of Business Administration Marketing. Entry requirements for WASI holders: credit passes A1 to C6 in 6 subjects. SSC holders: credit passes A to D in 6 subjects. Mature applicants can also apply. JIIL runs blended modular online system which affords academically talented students to complete the degree course by 3 years. We have strong linkage with corporate businesses and organizations for internships both in Ghana and South Africa. Our certificate is British Accreditation Council certified. Kindly contact JIIL office on 0557 123 409.
Thinking of bettering your life? Look no further. Pidata Limited Company is here for you. Our services include continuous professional development programs for teachers, nurses and midwives, medical and dental professionals, continuous students development for students, and online remedial classes. We also develop websites, provide social media and graphic design services for our customers. Not forgetting our business consulting services, which offers business registration and advisory service. Lastly, we offer research coaching, data collection and analysis services for individuals as well as businesses. You can locate us at Atonsu S Line, Kumasi. Contact us on 0322 497 7579.
Think Positive Travel and Educational Consult assists people who want to travel to work or study abroad. We help you with flight bookings, hotel reservations, visa assistance, passports, and birth certificates. We also operate a real estate agency which is into the sale of litigation-free lands, property management, and building construction. You can locate Think Positive Travel and Educational Consult and Think Positive Real Estate Agency at Ahojo, opposite Absa Bank, adjacent Oasis of Love Church, Satome Street, Kumasi. In Accra, find us at Kesuman Junction in the same building with My Life Insurance. For more information, you can call us on 0245 508 082 or 0209 360 265.
Are you looking for opportunity to study abroad? Are you facing challenges in your applications for international admission, visa, and general travel? Astolinks International provides advisory on overseas education, general travel, and immigration issues. We have specialized in countries such as Australia, UK, USA, Canada, Ireland, New Zealand, and many more. Locate Astolinks International in Accra at 4A Pawpaw Street, East Legon, adjacent Melbourne. In Kumasi, we are located at the basement, Kumasi City Mall, and in Takrade at the Liberation Road. Call us on 0557 273903.
I wake up in the morning, it's a new day, and I got bills that I have to pay. So whatever you do, wherever you are, there is an easy way for everyone. The simple life is just one touch away. Experience the magic starting today, and it all begins with
Trust Bank. Wouldn't you rather bank with us?
So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace.
My name is Diana Hamilton, VGMA Artist of the Year 2021 and brand ambassador of Awake Purified Drinking Water. I am super excited to partner with Ghana's first charity.
It was at this side.
He was the one who wore the black and white bathing.
The
zebra thing. Charlie. It was somewhere. Oh. No, he did it like twice, right? So I think the guy's complaint is that you did it last year. You should have a social media appreciation of what's happening. The people mocked you. And the following year, when we had the finals, you are bringing the same thing.
So that's
how can we win?
That's to say, but
if I've been mocked previously, I think take feedback.
No, the headmaster is telling that not every feedback is good feedback.
Oh, okay.
He's done his own assessment.
Yeah.
And realized that under the prevailing circumstances at the time, the most appropriate way to dress.
But when you wore it previously, you didn't win. So it's not even your lucky clothing or something like that.
But still, he had to wear it. Anyway, the final is on Monday, right?
Yes.
Will it be Presec?
Is that a question you're asking or you are?
Or was?
Okay. Well,
I know. I'm not asking you because I won't ask you that question.
Okay. Well,
I know your bias already.
Okay. So the other one, I know it will be from the bottom. Yeah. Achimota School. When is Tyle Magai contesting? We saw pictures of him in
the in Form 3.
Is he?
Yeah, I think so, right?
No, but he can't.
No, but he's in Form 3 now, so he's not part of them.
Oh, really?
Why? Are you...
I was expecting that because I saw pictures on social media that said that he was preparing and that he was part of the team. So, but I've not seen him in the contest, so that's what I'm wondering. Because he was there. On social media, they call him the Einstein.
How many students represent the school?
Oh, 3 main. And there is also a backing team that actually is supposed, but he's not in the team.
That's it. Let's get to hard work.
But he's worked very hard for this.
Massa.
He went to school at 17. He was so prepared. The first time he did very well, and people were so impressed with his marks. I just want to know why a genius like him, the Einstein who was supposed to save Achimota School, is not in the contest. Without him, as for Monday, they won't go with Achimota School.
Anyway, let's move on because I am not.
You are not what?
I am not part of the team of the in Achimota. I don't have answers to these questions.
Kwame Sapoese is warning. You people are warned. Stop their nonsense this morning.
Santa Louis.
Yes, for causing mass disaffection
and subjecting the school to opprobrium.
Raymond, look,
people should buy new shoes for the headmaster.
This morning, we're having a conversation about hard work. And later on, I'll share Kwame Sowu's thoughts on whether hard work leads to success. You've talked about the fact that hard work could lead to success, but let's not